I'm Donna Bush with your CIG TV News Update. Thanks for joining us. Premier, the Honourable Alden McLaughlin, met with a group of residents who are protesting high on-island fuel prices. Today, the group of about 75 concerned citizens walked from the government administration building to the steps of the Legislative Assembly, where parliamentarians met this morning.
In the form of 14,000 signatures. And we want you to receive this, and when you're debating the fuel law in the coming days, to know that 14,000 people are standing shoulder to shoulder with you to make the legislation as strong as possible to give us relief at the pump.
Thank you very much. Thank you all very much. We are delighted for the support for what we're trying to do. Not everybody agrees that we should be pushing the fuel companies in this way, but we believe we have to. I mean, Mr. Tibbetts and I have been around long enough to understand we've tried other means to get the fuel companies to address the concerns that the community have about the huge differences in prices between what we pay for fuel here and what is paid in places like the United States. So the first step along that path that we're taking will be dealt with in the Legislative Assembly this week or next week. I think probably as early as tomorrow. We have to make amendments to what is called the Dangerous Substances Law to force the fuel companies to disclose to government what they are actually paying for fuel, so that we are then able to determine what margins they are making, what profit they are making on the sale. And based on the findings from that, we will consider what other steps we have to take. As we've said before, if it does require us to introduce price controls with respect to fuel, that's not something that we're going to shrink from. Anyhow, the next step is the introduction of a Public Utilities Commission, so that government can have the ability to deal with price setting, if that is what is required.
To let government know that the people are supporting them, and they want the law to be as strong as possible, so that we can uncover the true cost of what the landed cost is for that one commodity that we cannot do without, which is gasoline fuel and diesel. We want a reduction shortly in the price of our CUC fuel bill, and certainly we want to see a tremendous drop at the retail level for gasoline. This law is designed to do that. We've been promised it, and I'm looking forward to, in the coming weeks, the people of the Cayman Islands getting a Christmas bonus, an early Christmas bonus, by the way of price reductions on the gasoline. What we're talking about here is really the potential of saving $300 a month from your expenses, and that really can be considered a pay increase, because you can use that money to do other things.
Again, more than 14,000 citizens and residents signed the petition that was handed over to the Premier early Wednesday morning. Meantime, government planners and the experts want your input on what downtown Georgetown will look like in the future. The consultants, along with the Ministry of Planning and Infrastructure, are encouraging residents to attend a meeting at the Georgetown Town Hall on Tuesday evening. That's October 20th from 5:30 to 8:30. Officials expect to gather ideas, suggestions, and input on the Georgetown revitalization plan, especially from those who own properties and businesses and those who work and live in the area. CIG TV spoke with some of the people involved in the process.
The purpose of the revitalization plan is to reverse the decline that the capital has been experiencing since the 1980s. The main reason for that decline was when the supermarkets moved out of town and the two cinemas closed their doors for the last time. Some of the proposals that are being recommended are to create some tree-lined streets, some different range of housing for the 5,000 to 8,000 residents that could occupy the area. Also looking at creating some more business-friendly environment for the smaller businesses, especially to get a bigger share of the tourism pie. We also want to specify some different architectural types that we should be encouraging.
Years ago, we presented an idea for a boardwalk along North Church Street. It was presented during the recession as a way to stimulate some of the local economy in town through commercial activity and trying to promote development at the same time. The idea was to pave sidewalk along North Church Street between the Royal Watler Terminal and the Dixie Cemetery, essentially linking Georgetown to 7 Mile Beach. That way you can promote and safely guard pedestrian movement along that strip. So between 7 Mile and Georgetown, you would have skateboarders, pedestrians, enjoying those beautiful local views, and also having the whole strip attract as a attractor for town. As government is seeking out private-public partnerships to go ahead with this type of development, I also see it as a great time for those service clubs to get involved. Clubs such as Rotary or the Lions Club could provide stuff like seating, planters, lighting in the evenings, and help out with the beautification in town.
And those who attend the Georgetown Revitalization meeting next Tuesday will learn more about the proposed mix of retail, residential and commercial enterprises that will supplement government's proposed enhancements of the port, public utilities and roads. The public is also invited to take the online survey hosted on the Ministry of Planning's website, or get hard copies of the survey, which will be available at the meeting. Now, to take the survey online, you can visit the ministry's website on PLAHI, that's plahi.gov.ky. For more information as well, or to give your input, you can email them at GTRP, that's gtrp@gov.ky. Finally, if you missed our news update today, you can get all the details on our Facebook page and YouTube channel. Please don't forget to tune into Radio Cayman's talk shows For the Record and Talk Today. That's week mornings and weekdays. For now, I'm Donna Bush, as always, thanking you for watching. Hoping you'll do the same again tomorrow. Until then, bye-bye for now.